Hello, hello. Hey Adam, how's it going? I just got an alert on my own phone about my own stream. Yeah, this is a little bit of a bonus stream, sort of impromptu. Um, cool. I'm glad you're. Yeah, I guess you're working now. Um, I don't know how long I'll get to play anyway. My son is asleep, but that's not always a lasting situation. And my wife is away this week, so if he stirs, then I will have to go and attend to him. So this is The Rise of Amondus. It's a homebrew NES game by Slydog Studios. It is a prequel to a game called The Mad Wizard, sort of set in the Candelabra series. Um, I am trying. I'm part of the Nintendo Age Homebrew Players Challenge. So every month we play a different game for a high score, and I'm practicing this game. So I'm actually still pretty terrible at it, but I figured I'm going to practice for a little bit while I can, and I might as well stream it and see, see if anybody's around. So someone is around. Hi. And I guess I'll just get started. You can kind of see what this game is like. I'm not sure how it'll turn up on the stream. Hi, Allison. So yeah, homebrew NES game. I am practicing it for a monthly challenge. It's a bit weird. It's kind of a cool shooter. You have to collect these goblins. So it's a shooter slash collecting game, and it's actually pretty challenging with the controls. So when you see control this cursor, but you control it with the A button. You have to hold down the A button, and then you can move the cursor. And when the cursor is overlapping a goblin, you can capture them with your trusty dragon thing. The rest of the time, if you're not holding down the A button, then the B button is fire. There's like a whole yeah. So you kind of have to see, like, you can't pay too much attention to what's happening on the left side of the screen because you could get hit on the right-hand side. And you can't stay in one place because there's this like force field there that's preventing you from just standing in one place for too long. And it's obviously auto-scrolling. I'm totally unfocused right now because I'm explaining what I'm doing. My avatar is pretty. Oh, he's pretty faint. Yeah, he's just green lines. So it's probably hard to see him. I can try to change the color settings a little bit. Then there's also, if you're in the middle of the screen, I'm just going to explain the controls before I really try to play here. If you're in the middle of the screen, then your focus shifts so that you're actually firing from the middle. And then if you're on the left-hand side, then you're firing to the right. If a goblin catches you, then you're dead. What else? Also, you can take your... If you press the start button, then your cursor turns into your dragon, and you sort of have this like option, like in Gradius or something like that. You have an extra firing thing. Anyway, I'm about to die, so I'll just let that go through. Okay, you can see him okay? Yeah, I can tweak the brightness a little bit. I can see him okay. So yeah, it's a pretty tricky game. The controls are kind of wacky, yes. It's a little bit... They've packed a lot of function into very limited controls. I kind of wish they had used like the select button or something else to kind of manage things. And I wish that the cursor moved a little faster and that you fired faster. But once you practice it, you get used to it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can. Well, Probably gonna mess something up if I try to change it, so I'm just gonna leave it. All right, so let me try this again. So I can get to the end of this stage pretty well now. But again, it's a high score thing, and there's like 4 stages, and they each get harder. So there's a lot to keep track of while you're playing, and I'm not great at it. It's a little wacky, but it's pretty clever. So some of it is like the strategy of like just memorizing where these things are going to appear, and keeping your cursor in an optimal location. Ooh. I'm going to die a lot, as usual. So I'm sort of playing this and Calit's Gamer's Second Adventure simultaneously, trying to practice high scores on them. But I had not streamed this one before, so I figured I might as well pop into it. And I'm possibly tempting fate because my son is sleeping, but we'll see. He's been in rare form tonight. He just has been a little punk all day long. The music in this is pretty cool, though. Did you decide what you're playing next week, Adam? I think you had mentioned a couple games that you were thinking of playing. I still have to check out the beginning of your Cuphead stream, but that was quite an accomplishment. Having seen you play through it, I now question whether it's really a game for me, although I'd like to think that it is something I would enjoy. I should be keeping count of the goblins, because I think there's some strategy involved with that too, but I haven't really been paying attention. And you do accumulate some 1-ups as you play, which is nice. But it's just there's a lot of... It's not super intuitive, so figuring out, you know, just getting used to really training your muscle memory, I guess, is the challenge here. Didn't expect you to be around, Allison. How are you doing? Hope the little lizard guy is doing okay. And then there's like a boss fight at the end of this, and he is a pain in the ass. So I think I got a 1-up. I think that's the sound that makes. Oh, and then there's these like flying dudes. So you're a bad guy in this game. You're actually the villain of the first game. This is a prequel, so in this you're sort of collecting minions to fight for on your behalf. That's why you have to collect these goblins. Very different format from the first game, which is kind of this side-scrolling, exploratory RPG-esque game. I've only played a couple minutes of it, but it's pretty well regarded in the homebrew community. This game is free. You can download the ROM for free from Slydog Studios, and you can also purchase it on a cartridge from Retro USB for, I think, $40. I am currently running it on my EverDrive because it was free, and I've been spending a ton of money on homebrews lately, so I'm trying to So I collected enough goblins to get to the boss here. And I'm not very good at this fight yet, because I've only gotten up to him a few times. You would think switching to the option would help you in some way, but it doesn't seem to really... Yeah, so I have no idea what I'm doing there. 2-year-olds are the original punks. I thought it was Out of Lives. Yeah, I need to get better at this game. I'm not remotely competitive at this game yet. Oh, come on. Ah. And then he comes up here and he's a jerk. And he starts raining on me or crying or something. Ow. Alright. The moon. Cool. Oh, okay. I will miss you. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I've thought about editing my videos down too, and I'm like, I don't really have time for that. I thought about editing down the Metroid 2 stream. Oh, your lizard bit you. That's no cool. No cool. Can't even use words tonight. Not cool. Alright, so let's see if I can do better this time around. Just kind of warming up. Try to count my goblins if I can. This game is actually kind of neat because it includes the game manual on like the title screen. Oh, I wanted to capture that guy. Shoot. All right. I'm destroying the balloons because I think you actually get points for that. So there's that audible cue. Ideally, I think I'm supposed to not be looking at that side of the screen. I'm just supposed to, you know, rely on the sound effect and press the button right away when I see them. I actually find it really kind of annoying that your attack pattern changes in the middle of the screen. There's so many different variables based on your position and what button you're holding down that I have a really hard time wrapping my brain around it, but it's still pretty neat. I admire its creativity and the challenge. I don't think there's a Steam version of this, but you know, if you ran an emulator, you could play it pretty easily. I don't think I'm going to have enough goblins. I think that strategically it might make sense to not capture all the goblins right away, because if you don't have enough, then you have to repeat the loop. Which means, of course, you would get more points. I need 4 more goblins. Okay. But I'd be happy to just get past this boss again. I've gotten past him a couple times, and then I can practice the second level a little bit more. So I should have enough goblins after this next one. And then you'd think you could just shoot them all and not worry about capturing them, but you get more points for capturing them, I think. Whoa, that was close. There's just so many things happening. Well, at the very least, I can get a high score and use that as my entry to get my participation count for participation, even if I don't think I'm going to be particularly competitive on this particular game. Ah! For some reason I couldn't fire. That was weird. So again, one of those games where you can only fire 3 times, and if you have things still in play on the screen, then you can't fire anything else. And then these flying ones are going to come out pretty soon. Whoops. Oh. Oh, I killed one. I think I'm coming up on the boss fight. Actually find it kind of confusing when I have this option thing in play. So it looks like I'm firing birds. Alright, so here comes the cloud. Pretty sure. Spoke too soon. Alright, here we go. Watch out for the cloud. I missed. Hey Jen. How's it going? Yeah, the avatar is dark. I was trying to figure out how to make it clean, brighter. Oh, can I not pause? I can pause. Hey Gary, how's it going? Rock solid. Yeah, I don't know how to make it any brighter. Filter. Alright guys. Try to remember to correct that next time. No, you can't. Yeah, this is no Days of Thunder. Yeah, you're very good at that game. It's really annoying. I keep doing that. Just need to stay out of the way of that thing. Yeah. All right. I mean, I may not be any good at Days of Thunder, but, you know, at least I can beat Super Mario Brothers. I've got some skills. Alright, get out of his way, let him reign. And, oh, come on. What if... That's no good. Crap. I'm just gonna take a picture of this thing, and this can be my pitiful score to start with. Ugh. Gross. Alright. That is a ridiculous cloud face. You were waiting for the Super Mario Brothers jab? But you know, you can get past that one bit there. I am never going to spend the time to get good at Days of Thunder, that's for sure. I've been thinking about, ooh, that was close. Thinking about streaming the Japanese Super Mario Brothers 2, the Lost Levels at some point, and that'll be fun because you can see, like, I'm probably pretty bad at that. I've beaten it once on a Game Boy, on the Game Boy. I think I've beat it on the Super Nintendo too. But it's a hard game, and I don't know it very well. So, you know, that would be fun. I think I did have to boost the brightness on my TV in order to see this little avatar. I probably would not have gone with green, but I think that the color palette was probably pretty limited here. Actually, that might have been locked in from the first game. Well, I mean, I keep dying, so I get better at this part of it anyway, and then progressively, hopefully, I'll get farther along. I think there's different music in the second stage too. I haven't spent a lot of time in the second stage because as soon as I got there, I was disoriented. Like I'd just gotten used to this, and then in the second stage, you're scrolling from left to right, and that's like my brain couldn't process that. It's just when you get used to kind of one set of not fast enough. So you can also do a two-player in this game as the second, as his little helper there. Oh no! Crap. It's the FTS version. I do. I mean, on my EverDrive, I do. Hey Ryan. How you doing? You know, I've been seeing Jay streaming like Double Dragon every day. I'm like, I should probably stream some of the games that I've been working my way through too. I'm not actually sure what he's trying to accomplish with that game. Is he going for like a high score or just beating it or something? I missed what his setup with that was, but I admire his persistence. And so I figure, you know, it might be boring for people to see me progressing through a game, even if I'm only playing for like half an hour or something like that. But I want to stream a little bit more when I can. I can't play Luigi's Mansion this week because my wife is away, and we've been playing that together. So if I have the opportunity to stream on Friday night, I'm not sure what I'm going to play. One suggestion is Symphony of the Night, finally. But I could be persuaded to play something else. I've got so many games on my list of things to play. Thanks. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, couldn't catch it. That was close. Whew. I've also thought about trying a different controller for this game, because after a while my thumb starts getting tired. Like a A thumbstick might be better. I don't know. I think those are my favorites. The flying goblins. So it looks like they have like capes billowing behind them. It looks like I'm coming up on the cloud soon. Ah! Alright, pause for a second. Oh, you're gonna get a FrameMeister 2, Ryan? That is the shenanigans. Thanks, Ryan. Oh my gosh, Hotel Mario. FrameMeister OSSC, that's a slippery slope, my friends. Slippery slope. So the OSSC, as far as I know, doesn't help you much if you have composite, like a NES or something. But if you have RGB modded consoles, that's probably the way to go. Hey, Adam. Hey, Comic Man. This is not the right day. It's true. I'm doing a bonus, just kind of an extra thing. Okay. Shenanigans. You just come to watch me die over and over and over again. I do not have either of those things, Ryan. I thought about it, but they're really expensive, and I am I have a hard time justifying the money that I do spend on retro gaming as it is. I think it makes a lot of sense if you have multiple consoles that you like playing. But, the main thing, even though I play a bunch of different games, the main thing I really care about is NES. And if I was going to upgrade anything, I would probably just get like the NT Mini or like the Retro USB AVS at some point to get a nice HD experience there. But honestly, I am doing okay with my Retron 5, even though I don't super love it. Guess I just gotta be strategic here. Ah! Crepes. I'm just trying not to be a hero here. I guess because I'm the villain. Just take it slow. Go for the easy shots. Ah! Wow, that was really freaking close. Okay. Ah! Wow. Alright. Come on. Stupid cloud. I hate you. I hate you, cloud. Oh, sweet. Death counter. Someone else is in charge of counting that. All right, level 2, the bridge. Like I said, I've only played this a little bit, and now I'm scrolling the other direction, and it's a little challenging. That's very sweet of you to say that, Adam. The HG Retrovision cables. Yeah, see, it just starts getting expensive. You have to mod your console. If you have multiple consoles, you have to mod many of them. Then you have to buy the cables, and at the bare minimum, if you got SCART cables, or if you got these HD Retrovision things, you need the OSSC or the FrameMeister. You probably need then like a PVM or something if you really want something high quality. Like, I don't know, it's a ton of money. I can't justify that. I'm streaming in composite. Like, I know it probably drives Gary nuts, but like, I don't even want to buy an HD capture card, So anyway, you guys let me know how that goes for you. It's possible that, one day I'm just going to have to do it, but not right now. Like when I get that major book, oh, come on, get that major book deal or win the lottery, which is kind of the same thing. Freaking bats, what is this? I don't even know. I can't even kill them. Oh, God. I don't know what's happening. There's too much happening on the screen at once. These bats are driving me batty. There's a thing coming on the other side now. 10 goblins. Well, this is going to be my high score for the night, probably. So I'm not going to start over again. I'm just going to keep continuing so I can practice this section. Ah, nuts. These things take a lot of hits. I think I just have to avoid them. Oh, nuts. And the tree branches block you. Goodness gracious. Alright. Alright, let's bring it in. So there's one coming in a balloon about this height. Is that right? Nope, there. Balloon, not gonna catch that one. Get the one in the tree. Why isn't it picking it up? Oh my gosh, I think I just got to dodge these things. Oh, they're so hard to dodge. They are really erratic. Do not like this at all. Then there's a goblin coming from the left. There's goblins down the bottom. There's some kind of tank. What is that? Can't destroy it. It's shooting arrows. Great. Another goblin over there. Oh gosh, that one's gonna kill me if I... Oh no. Crap. If you don't kill it before it gets overhead, then it drops from the balloon. All right, well, I'm gonna take a picture of this one because that's a better score. Oh hey, Jay's playing Double Dragon right now. Okay. Oop. All right, and then I'm just gonna practice level 2 because this is like the first time I've gotten here in a while. And, yeah, yes. Let's wait for Gary to review them. All right, continue. 12 goblins, 2 lives, the bridge. Let's go. Just have to memorize where these things are. There's that, and then there's one here. And then there's one up there, which is really hard to catch. And then there's these things that are trying to kill me. Oh, that's good. Caught one without really trying. Alright. And then there's one coming over here. Stop moving. I don't know what to do about this arrow thing. Oh. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Oh crap. No! Alright, I need 5 more goblins, and then there's some kind of crazy boss at the end, I'm sure. So also, there's nothing I can really publicize yet, but I have at least one big writing project coming up pretty soon. I'm very excited about, and I couldn't get past that branch. It could end up being very busy soon, so that's probably going to curtail some of my gaming. I'm going to try to keep at least the one stream a week. Which is really what it's for, but I may not be able to do too many of the bonus ones. But we'll see, because I definitely still want to keep up with these monthly challenges. I hate these things. Oh my god. Yeah, busy on writing projects is good. Overall. It's a little tough with a day job and a kid. But I've got some vacation time, So I'll probably be trying to schedule like more time off to write, which is kind of how my vacation time's always been. Like when I was really working my first books, I would take a week off just to work on a book. You know, I didn't really have vacations. It was just like writing vacations. I've had a really nice long stretch of kind of gaming and not stressing too much about writing stuff, but this is really annoying. And then there's going to be another thing here, right? Seems like I might need to keep this closer to the middle than I did on the first stage. Because stuff will come in and kill me if I'm not fast. Oof, that was really close. Oh god. Oh, crap. Still need 5 goblins. Okay, but good. Learning the patterns a little bit. That's not as bad. You know, you make incremental progress, right? These things are just so erratic moving. Just really evil. Really and truly evil. I'm gonna move up here because those things are gonna come down. Oh, I can't move through the branches. That's really irritating. Oh, I couldn't move down because of the branch. I've got 1 life left. Okay. I must be gaining new lives and not realizing it. Maybe that bell goes off. I didn't even hear the bell. I'm not sure what makes that thing go off. Well, you know, I can just kind of... I don't really need to go for the high score. Well, I guess I need to learn how to capture these things, though, so I'm just going to keep trying to capture the goblins. Oh my gosh. But I kind of wish there was a way to upgrade my weapon. Might be better to be up here now. Just, I think how I died before. Maybe this is when you have to kind of strategically deploy your helper. Looks like a boss is maybe coming. Just can't destroy those. This looks like boss territory. You kind of just creep into that last screen. Are these tanks gonna be up here the whole time? I tell you what though, when you have that option on there, it's hard to tell where your character actually is. And more flying things. Alright. Oh my gosh. Have anything published I can read now? Yes. Currently in stores, I have The Silence of Six and Against All Silence, which are about teenage hackers. Those are in Barnes and Nobles and Amazon. And Amazon, you can get like ebooks of my first two books, Fair Coin and Quantum Coin. These are all YA. And then I have like a bunch of short stories in various anthologies. You could kind of Google for me. Oh, thanks, Adam. I didn't notice you were already plugging my work. No, Amazon's fine. Actually, the ebooks, we're selling those directly now. My agents are selling that for me, so those will actually benefit me more directly. The book is now out of print. Yeah. Yes. Like buttons on the stream. I recently discovered that I have more than 100 subscribers, which is awesome. Oops. Sorry. Ah, no, that was not a bad run. Okay, so I got to the end of that stage. Alright. I will play a little bit more, and then probably we'll call it a night. It is a school night for me. Oh, and that I have work tomorrow. I do not like these bats. Not even a little bit. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. I can't get past those branches. Dang. All right. I'll say that you guys, if since you're into retro games, that if you pick up the short story collection 1985, I think is only, actually I guess you can get that online at too. It might be only at Barnes and Noble. There's one of the stories, and the story titled 1985 actually is set in 1985 New York, and so the NES makes an appearance because that was the first time it was available, and my characters are geeks. 3 goblins. Okay. And tomorrow night is the usual NES Alpha Numeric stream. I will be playing Deadly Towers, which I know actually very little about. I just listened to a Bruderbund episode of Retronauts where they talked a little bit about it, but I have no real idea what the game is. I want to say it's a puzzle game, but it probably isn't. It looks like it's some kind of side-scrolling or screen-based action game. I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to be good, but hopefully it's better than some of the stuff I've been playing recently. The Ds are just filled with a ton of crappy games, it looks like. Womp womp. Cotton candy. Wow. Is that like a Birdie Bots company? That's funny. All right. Would be nice to get to the boss once, so I have an idea of what I'm going to be up against. But that might be too much to ask for one night. At least I kind of have a better idea of how to beat that stupid cloud. Why are you so hard to lock onto? Oh, that's what this game reminds me of. In, if you guys have played this, the Star Trek The Next Generation game for the Game Boy, which I think is the same as the one on the NES, there's like a mini game in it where you have to, I guess you're playing like Chief O'Brien, and you have to transport people, and you have to lock onto them with like a tiny cursor. And actually the cursor looks just like this, and locking onto them is about the same, like, because they keep moving around. I hear my kid crying, so that might be the end. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow night. And for NES Elf in America at 10 o'clock, thanks for popping in. I'm going to go check on my kid and then probably go to sleep. So, walk my dog and then go to sleep. So, all right, have a good night, guys. Take care.